When was the playoff game? Was it this past weekend?
Saturday, yeah.
Saturday. If you guys won, would you have had another home game or would it be on the road?
No, we would play Roger Williams last night.
How have you been holding up physically?
I'm good, bro.
Doing good?
Usually around this point of the season, like the end, I started to have the hip pain, and I did a little bit, like a little bit on the right side, but I just keep pushing. Like I just do my lifts and whatever. I was out on the field yesterday. I'm all right. I'm ready to go.
Good. So we worked with Erol last week, and he is a Division III athlete at University of Hartford playing soccer. Where I could first remember him coming in, he started coming here when I was a student. I was in my last week of the rotation, and he came in originally for a hip discomfort eval, and I went away for some time, came back, and he was a totally different human. Like he was in a better place, kind of like managing the hip pain that he was experiencing, and finally was at the verge of getting back to playing soccer after all these years of having to deal with that year in, year out, and then he tore his ACL, had to go through all of that rehab. You know, now we're finally getting to the point where managing the hip symptoms pretty well, and now we're on the very far end of ACL rehab, so it's all fun stuff that we're able to work on with him now. What week are we on for this program anyways? Is it week 2 or 3?
Week 2 isometric.
The goal for us right now is just to build as much strength as we can. So we started him on the eccentric block, and he was always grinding here, at least an hour or two of work at the very least, and finally made it through all that. So we're transitioning him through all the different phases of the triphasic right now. But ultimately it's coming down to like what time of year it is, because if it's preseason, in season, we're not gonna be doing anything triphasic related. We wanna follow it more along the lines of like the periodization and where it should fit at that point in time. 5-second hold, and then we're using that same hip to go into our lateral bounds.
Ayy, I got the recipe, never gonna let any op get the best of me. Thought it was distance, but haters is next to me. Talk to the spirit, you know I've been heavenly. Company definitely show your trajectory. This ain't a diss cause I say it respectfully. It's time to eat up, red like a speeder. Taking it deeper and that's how it better be. I never let the comparison get to me. I just remember the promises meant for me. I know the enemy and that he sent for me. I keep the blood of the lemons, my centerpiece. I cannot trust in no crystals or energy. Look at the chemistry, it do not even mix chemically. Most of the tricks, they be gimmicks, they mimic the truth. It's poison and we got the remedy. There is a bomb, apply it, the fire can stand to the tallest of giants, the tyrant and all the suppliers are scheming and lying. They selling this dreams and we buying it. Show me the chicken, I'm frying it. Show me the dough and I'm prying it.
Right, and a lot of things for me, I've been looking a lot more at the force plate data than anything for a lot of like high school athletes, college athletes, and based on what the numbers show, if we're in an off season and maybe their strength and their power output is lower, for me I want to get them maybe into a triphasic if they're like newer into that kind of stuff, just because they're going to get massive gains from it. A couple of our athletes have already gone through that block already, and it's like, all right, what's next? If they're still in the off season, there's like tri-block training that we could look into, and that's what Jackie was ultimately going through, because she ended up doing the triphasic before soccer, and now that she came back, we did some force plate testing with her. Based on her numbers, for me it made sense to give her something like a tri-block where we really hone in on strength the first 2 to 3 weeks now that she's been back in more consistently, and then based on where her numbers are at, all right, maybe we stick at strength again, focus on building strength, or if she got the numbers and results we're looking for, we'll shift her into more power related movements. So I would assume it's just going to be similar. It just depends on where the athlete is in time and all the variables coming together. It just depends where the puzzle pieces come together to make that right. Got 5-second holds here, max effort ISO, and then we're right over to the box jump for 6. Comfortable spot, do a quick check, make sure we're feeling glute and ham.
Yeah, ready?
Yep.
2.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Give it like 20 with these. 20 seconds, we'll jump right into these.
All right.
That's it. High as you can. Good job. Good spot with the weight.
Yes, sir.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Yep, good. Max effort. Nice. Good. depends. Like there's expanded versions that could go anywhere from maybe 10 to 20 weeks, but we're taking out some of like the deloading part of it. Like we're just condensing it into one unit. And it's about 9 or 10 weeks.
Okay, so
with testing at the beginning, testing at the end. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Can you run that just one after the consecutively? Yeah.
So we could. It's just, we could run the triphasic the way we do it with the eccentric, isometric, concentric, and then based on them finishing that first round, we can give them a whole new second round of that and take them through that again. And if that's, if time allows for that to go through, if we have a 20-week span, we definitely could do that. But for me, it just depends on what the force plate numbers show too, just to give us some objective data to go off of. And then based on that, all right, are we a candidate to go back into another triphasic? Or what happens a lot of times is the reason why for Jackie, I decided to put her into a tri block is she's been training for over a year. And I think for her, she's already gone through triphasic. Why not give her something like a tri block to see how much adaptation she can get from that? And again, using the force plates to give us real-time feedback of like, all right, how effective has this been? And then based on that, it'll be like, all right, we're gonna funnel to strength or we're gonna funnel to this, depending on what those numbers show.
Is 5?
Yeah, 5, and then you're going 1 second pause here before fully extending at the top. Perfect. You got it, let's go. Lock in. Good. Last one, come on. Good. Good work.
Yes, sir.
So this one's 65, then we got 155, 245. If we throw 15 on there, that'll put us to 275. So we need a 10 and a 5 and a green.
Is it 280?
Yeah, this should be 280. And for me, the force plates are something easy. It doesn't even have to take a whole testing day session to use it. Get them through a warm-up, get them ready to go, and then just do the couple tests that we need to see. And then based on that, maybe have a couple programs ready. Like, all right, I have a strength block here for you. If we need to stay in strength, this is what we're gonna continue with for today. Or if we hit the numbers we need, here's your power program, we're gonna focus on that. So that's the way I see it when it comes to the programming, it's at least right now, and it all changes depending on the things that we're learning in here and where all the research and data is coming from. But that's the way I see it. Good. Little pause, explode up. Good. Come on, last 2. Finish. Good. Nice. Take a break.
Might as well do 300 at that point.
We've done it once before. We'll do it again. Come on, Erol. Good. Reset. Nice and flat back before we start. Everything you got, come on. One more. Everything you got. Best one here. Good job.
Oh my gosh.
Those feel right?
Yeah.
Tough. That's the thing, we don't want to waste time. Like if we do 3 weeks of something and everyone's not going to respond the same. So if one athlete responds very well to a program, it doesn't mean that somebody else is going to have that same response. So I think just using the data to our advantage is a huge asset that we have, and we're not just going through the motions with our programming.
Yeah.
And then I'll take care of that. Let's get you set up for the reverse lunge part of it. What do we have on? Was it the 45s? I already know this is going to be better than last week.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. That's it. And I know Pete even said it too, is like, if you look back at your programs that you wrote about a year ago and you don't cringe at it, you're doing something wrong.
I love that.
Because even for me, I'll probably look at some of mine, I'm like, what was I even thinking with this? But it's like, I think to see where my programming is now, it's like I'd have a better understanding and just thinking outside the box instead of being complacent and being like you said, this is the one way or the highway type of deal. And I think for situations like that, that's just a sign of bad coaching. You gotta get feedback from your athletes. I always try to ask, like, what do you think of your program? Did you like it? Were there things that you didn't like so much? Give me some feedback so I could help guide you along this path. Because really it's just guidance. They're putting in the work, and a lot of people, they come here and they grind. So it's just helping them along that path. And typically when both of us are in it 50-50, we see the results that we're looking for.
Nah, I mean, like, usually, like, at the end of the seasons, like, it kind of flares up a little, like, to part of the mind thing. But I had a little bit, like, the day after, but I'm kind of just going. Yeah, try not to, like, think, like, give too much thought to it or credit to it.
Come on. Drive. Good. Come on, Erol. That's it. Wrap it at a time. 2 more. Drive. Yes, sir. Good. Nice job. What do we think? Keep. Greens.
You tell me.
I'm feeling bold. Let's go blue. Two minutes, we'll finish with that.
All right.
You're not gonna say no to a challenge?
Yeah, man, come on. It takes what it takes.
I mean, generally speaking, he's obviously in his off season now. So just it's a matter of, what he has to do in terms of building up for the season next year. But a lot of it, we're trying to put as much strength on him right now and build some lean muscle mass. And then right now, I know something that he wanted to work on was more of the change of direction drills now. Get that footwork up to speed now that we could actually focus on all these things.
Yeah.
I think just, again, building overall strength, lean muscle mass, working on change of direction now, just so he starts to get the patterning and the repetition so that when we get him to that point, we could progress our drills and really get him up to, tip-top shape by the start of the season. Come on. Drive. Good. Let's go. Yeah. Last one, all you here. Let's go. Up. Nice. Come on. Up. Halfway. There you go. Last one. Easy money. Up. Nice. Crushed it. Good job. Just got to make sure he's eating enough to supplement everything he's doing, because a lot of people will undereat, so they won't even know that they're undereating. But if he's out of practice doing all the non-contact stuff, then he's doing a lift later in the day, and it has so much potential for him to technically be undereating based on how much he's doing.
And then add 10,000 steps because he's
walking as a student, going to class and all that.
You're talking about, like, he weighs probably, 175 pounds, 180 pounds?
Give or take.
He might be burning on, like, a day like that, like a tick over 4,000 calories.
That's what I was thinking. That's a lot of food to keep up with.
That's a lot of food.
I'm sure he's under that mark.
Yeah, right.
I want to double check the set and rep for you, but I believe it's 3 of 5. How'd you do?
Good.
Good?
Yeah.
Ready?
Yes, sir.
Go. Good, rest.
No.
To the elbow, you're good?
Yeah. Ready?
Yep. Go. 3, 2, 1. Good.
Ready?
Yep. Good. Go. Rest. Good. Good job. 3, 2, 1. Good.
Ready?
Yeah. Good. Go. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Switch.
Ready?
Yep. Go. Good, Erol. Rest. More each. And then I don't think we have you on schedule for next week if you want to set that up.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Yeah, and for him, it's all headspace. I think when he first started here, he was in a very tough spot. I didn't get to see much of it, but just to see, I guess, the first day of him actually coming here for his PT stuff that he started with to where he was when I came back here, it was a totally different human. And for him, it was just changing his mindset and approach to things. And as soon as that started to click, he just became a different beast in here.
Right.
He just has a better understanding of his body, ultimately. And now that he has control of that, now he could do all these other things and not have to worry so much about it. He's good of telling us, like, hey, this is what I feel. It may not be significant. I just want to let you know that this is happening. And, you know, at least troubleshooting things that maybe could be a problem. Maybe they're not a problem at all, but he's very conscious of what he's feeling and how he's feeling, and he'll always make sure that we're in the loop. So it's a good team effort. Good, Erol. Finito. Good job.
Thank you.
Love it. Another good day in the books.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Stack 'em up.
Got one more to go, and then we're on to the next phase.